So, as someone who's to get really good in like a lot of different fields at this point, something that I kind of see is that what was I going to say? Is something that I see is that it doesn't like there really are no secrets, and you can yeah, technically you could learn to do things or you can like find out insights, but in any field that I've gotten good at, I see that there really are no secrets. There are a lot of things to know and learn, but what matters more than finding out the answers from someone else, like from a book or course or something, w- that stuff, yeah, you could do that, you could learn faster, but what matters more than finding out answers is is kind of showing up, is starting very small, as small as you need to, just like toeing the door and then doing it a little more and a little more. But a big part of it is just working and figuring out like how you work well, what makes you work well, how you learn what you're, and a lot of it is like learning yourself, who you are, what your natural abilities are, your strengths are, your weaknesses are, your inclinations are, what your talents are, what your tendencies are. How do you work well? In what ways do you get work done? How do you learn? Um, how do you teach? What kind of work are you good at? What kind of material do you lean towards? Are you more of a numbers person or a music person or a writing person? You might have certain inclinations. All of these things, and like your patterns, your tendencies, your personality, many of these things are things that are unique to you and they can't be changed a ton. Like even if you change a lot, your archetype will still always sort of be the same. Like your personality, even if it changes, it'll sort of be the same. You know, your views can shift slightly, but who you are, like your archetype and a lot of these things, they remain largely the same. So knowing yourself is extremely important, and I'd argue that it's more important than knowing all the secrets or all the tactics. A lot of the time, yeah, like you want to study a field thoroughly, like learn all the ins and outs and stuff, but you want to do a lot of it in the battlefield, in the playground. You know, you want to do it like in the doing of it, in the experiences that you're having, and you want to just be going out there and doing it and like learning through experience. And what matters more than knowing all the secrets or knowing the how to's, buying those guides or something like that, what matters more than that is knowing yourself, knowing who you are, knowing your character, your tendencies, your strengths and weaknesses, which way you lean, what are you good at or bad at, and kind of where you stand in a lot of different things. That matters more because you can learn the field and you can learn certain things and you could do it a lot, but at the end of the day it's the principles that matter, and it's like who you become as a person that matters the most, and all of that ties to you and who you are. So if you really want to get good at something, you should know yourself better and know your strengths and weaknesses, your habits, your tendencies, how you work well, and all of that like really really well. And then after that it's just kind of being consistent and showing up to work regularly, few hours, several times a week, and then doing that consistently for days and weeks and months, and you can get pretty good at something like that. But that's sort of what it takes, and I feel like the knowing yourself part is the most important thing, one of the most important things, much more than the secrets or the tactics or any of that in the field that you're studying, in the new field that you're learning. Like Tony Robbins kind of said that like people try to look for tactics, and yeah, tactics do matter, and you want to learn a field, you want to learn ins and outs and stuff, but more than tactics, what matters a lot more is psychology. And he says psychology is like 80%. It's knowing yourself, knowing who you are and how you'll be, how you work, because you are a unique machine, you are a unique creation, or just person, you know, a unique individual, and how you are wired and how you operate is unique to you. And the better you figure out and learn that operating system, the more effectively you can operate it at whatever you choose to operate it as, whether that be one field or that be another. So yeah, those are kind of my thoughts on that topic, and it's definitely important. I really think so.